So the last couple weeks we've been doing some more case-based live videos, and this week we're going to do something more fun. It's our anniversary. It's our 3-year anniversary, so we're just going to share things that we like about Right Law Group or fun memories or that kind of thing. So I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm Caitlin. I'm the social media director, and then you guys can, introduce yourselves. Go for it.
I'm Rachelle Gonzales. I'm the firm administrator, head paralegal.
And I'm Alexis Austin, the person that started this shindig.
Woohoo! It paid off. Here we are now today.
Keep moving around in our chairs here.
They're a little, there we go. We're good.
There we go.
So I think while we wait for a couple more people to tune in, I'm going to share my favorite memory. It's a little bit silly, but it was really funny. So, we have firm meetings every so often where everyone gets together. And I think it was one of our first back-in-person ones. And we all came and we were all a little tired and we're all just like complaining that, I'm so sluggish today. And I don't remember who brought in some caffeinated gum. Someone brought in caffeinated gum and it says on there like, don't have more than 1 or 2 or, something like that. And I think
it was like military-grade caffeinated gum.
Yeah, it was legit stuff.
Yes.
Nanette suggested it. Hey, Maylin. So I think a couple of us ended up with like 4 pieces of it, and it was just, we were all very jittery by the end of it. It was fun, but that was like the first, one of the first in-person meetings that we got back to, and it was a little jittery, but it was fun. It was funny.
It was very productive, though.
It was so productive. That's like, we were learning new procedures and stuff, and we're all like, yes, we know exactly, all of this makes sense. So I think it worked in our favor, but that was just one of my fun little like silly memories. It was really fun. But
is Maylin on with us?
Yeah, so Maylin's here.
Are we able to pull her up on here?
Yeah, let's try this. Ooh.
Yes.
Maylin, are you ready? We're gonna put you on camera with us here. Get you in on the live. Oh no, it says you can't. Huh.
Let's see. We might be able to do it from the computer Facebook. Oh, Maylin, we can't pull you on. Something's going on with our connection here.
You guys want to start sharing? I'll try and get her on here anyways.
I totally forgot about the gum.
Now that I say it,
that
was
a great moment.
A little much.
Mine is more of I'm happy that I'm able to work in a professional office. And
which is funny that we say that after the caffeine
gum. Right. In a professional office that's non-political, it's nice to be able to come in and concentrate more on our clients than the office drama that is
normally.
Yes, normally. So that in itself is a huge deal for me. And I get to work with Alexis again. I got to work with her for a couple years when she was down in Pueblo, and it was awesome. And she recruited me to come back with her, and I made the wise choice to do so, and I've loved it ever since.
I'm so glad. I'm glad you think it was wise. I don't know. I think that's one of the really cool things about our firm is a lot of people may not know, like we have 8 or 10 full-time people now. And COVID really changed a lot of things for us, and I think this might go into my favorite thing, but COVID changed a lot where a lot of firms are having to be out of the office or not knowing how to adjust, but we built this firm intentionally to be electronically based. It was the idea of doing things the right way in a modern way of handling the law. So it was really cool to see for us when COVID hit, not much changed as far as our meetings. All of our weekly meetings have always been over Zoom anyway. We always had availability for our clients to text us and do Zoom meetings. So for us, we grew during COVID, which was really, really cool because everything was set up so that we could just bring people on remotely. Maylin's here with us. She's actually living in the Philippines, outside of Manila, and she's a full-time member of our team. She works her butt off for our clients, but we couldn't have done that if we hadn't built this electronically based firm, which is just... It's really cool. One of our rock star client relations people doesn't even live in the state, but she's here all the time, and we actually shout out to Nanette. We haven't had her in person, and no one really cares because it's the new COVID environment where she's just as much a part of our team as anybody, and we see her all the time, and it's really neat. So
it's awesome.
I think that's my favorite part of this firm is we have built this culture in the company where even if we all can't be together chewing gum, well, actually Nanette was eating the taffy gum too.
She's the one who suggested it.
But we could all do it together even though we weren't all in the same place, which is really neat. I don't know. I think what we've got going here is pretty cool, and it's got a real potential for the next 3 years to grow into something even bigger and better. So I'm excited. I know a couple of our people are remote right now watching. We were trying to bring them on. I talk about how wonderfully technology.
Yeah,
I know.
It's working in our favor. Here, let me
Doesn't
see
work.
if I can if we can invite Malin here. She shared her top memory anyways, and I can read it here if it's not going to let me get her on here with us.
It could be my phone. Weird. I don't know why it's not letting us bring you in.
Here, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it anyways because, Malin does a lot of good work, and here we go. So it's Malin. I'm gonna read it. I know you guys can go and read it too, but in real time. So she says, my most favorite memory at the firm would be back in November of last year when I was starting. It was, I think, my 4th or 5th day in training, and unfortunately I had to be on an emergency leave for a day or two because a big typhoon came. My house was flooded knee deep. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, you weren't with us then.
No, I've never heard this. That's
Oh,
crazy.
Yeah.
I was really worried because I had just started with the job, and there I was asking for a day off because of the disaster. I won't forget Alexis and the team because I felt their genuine support and understanding. They were very... Stop.
I know, I'm just like, God.
They were very thoughtful. They sent me their well wishes, and that was a big thing for me. Alexis also offered to help. That's why I was able to recover real quick. And that was something I didn't expect from her. Like, I haven't really proven anything or have contributed. Look at you now, though.
Exactly.
Contributed anything to the team yet. She didn't hesitate to help. I consider Alexis and the whole Right Law Group a blessing. The team support is just solid, just the same way we support our clients. That's why I'm not surprised that we're continuously rocking it. And that's something I will never forget about working with Right Law Group.
Oh, Maylene.
Stop.
That's probably a good thing that she's not on the video. Jeez.
Wow, I didn't know
That
that.
is a great thing, though, Malin. With Right Law Group, we're all the family. If one's down and out, we're all going to step up to help. So that in itself is a huge deal.
Yeah. I mean, we're sitting here. You all can't see, but there's a dog underneath here.
An office dog
And
here
you guys all
today.
helped me yesterday when I had to run him to the vet and
Yes.
sitting outside the vet ER all day.
Yeah, this, also, I have, even just over the last couple months, I think one by one we were all also getting our vaccines, and it was like, oh, I'm down for today. This is not good. And then, we all would, pick up the slack support, and I think most of us are now. But anyways, it was just I feel like I have the flu, I can't move, that kind of thing. But yeah, we just all really support each other.
And it sounds cheesy, when we put it on the website or something.
It's true though.
That's the thing. I'm so glad that we're doing this live today because it really is. I mean, we are trying to build something here at Right Law Group that's not. It's not just the lawyers or the law office of Trip the dog or whatever. I think what's so unique about Right Law Group is we have this team approach, and that's why our firm is named Law Group, not lawyer.
Yeah.
Because it really is cool. No matter what, when anybody needs anything, we're here, we're stepping in, we're supporting each other, and it is a team approach. And when I'm talking to clients, I'm always very proud to tell them, you're not hiring just a lawyer, you're hiring a team.
Yeah.
And it's this big team of people that it doesn't matter if you're on this continent or another continent, in this state or another, or if you're laying in bed dying from the COVID vaccine, you've got everybody and the team's got your back.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I said it's more like a family, because if one of us is doing something wrong, we can come out and tell them, hey, what are you doing? And we're okay with it, and we don't take offense to it because we know how each other are. So
Yeah.
I think that makes a huge difference.
I always appreciate it. I'm not going to name names, but I had this one person be like, really? You just did that? Why? And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even realize I did that. Thank you so much. I'll never do it. But that's how we grow, and that's how we build is we're able to support each other, but call each other out when we need to. But it's not in a mean way. Like,
no, it's not. That's why I said it's more like a family, because you would tell your brother or your sister or your mom and dad, hey,
you have green
what
stuff.
are you doing?
Exactly. So it makes a huge difference.
So that kind of brings me, I was going to have a different favorite memory, but I'm going to share it anyways. It was my first day, and this is just talking about the team and everything. Like, we're all really different, just like your family members and stuff, and different strengths and weaknesses, and we kind of support each other where we need it, or we excel where we need it, that kind of thing. I think it was the first day that I worked, that we took like personality tests, and we were all joking around, and it tells you like what character from what show and this kind of thing, like who are you, and we all scored very differently, and I think that's why we like really work it so well as a team. So
well, yeah, you can't have all the same one type of person, otherwise it's a traditional law firm. Those are boring.
Yes. So we have a couple more people watching here. So I just kind of have questions for you guys. You guys have been here longer than all of us. So in general, what did it take to get here? Think about where you were 3 years ago. Think about what's happened. You guys have, we have multiple locations now. Plenty has happened, and here we are now. So what kind of brought us here?
Oh, that is it.
Because it's a success, and I want to know, it is a success. And
that's
it's
a very broad answer.
I should have gotten a list of questions beforehand, because now I'm not so I can say, the firm opened June 1st, 2018. So at this time last year, we had been open for 4 days. I was really, really privileged to have been a partner at another law firm before being here. So I came from Liberty Law Center, and I was able to have a few clients that came over with me. And Liberty Law Center in and of itself just taught me so much about how to be a good defense lawyer, how to represent your clients and show compassion and care. And so when I jumped off, so Liberty had a more traditional approach where we had like paper files and in-office meetings. Speak of the devil, here's the puppy dog. This is how we go.
It's our family dog.
So this is Trip. He's been sick, so he's been hanging out with us to be around everybody. But it was really cool, because when I launched, I had a lot of support from other lawyers in the community. A lot of people saying, "Hey, we'll send you some things if you need some help." But my clients at that time, because it was just me, it was terrifying. And I'm sitting there like, okay, well, I've got all these court dates. How do I keep up with anything? And I would call Shell and be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. How do I do this filing system?
Yeah.
And even though she wasn't working at the firm, she was like, okay, well, this is how you file this, and this is how you file this. And so learning the filing system and learning everything from scratch. Then I was really, really lucky to have Asahi Igbenadian was our first intern. She came on, she had just finished law school, and she was like, hey, I want to learn, I want to jump in. And she jumped in with me like within the first couple of weeks. It was really cool. She got in, and we started tackling cases, and we're like the female dynamic duo running around Colorado Springs. And she actually left us a couple years ago to open her own firm.
Wow. To
do her own specialty. And it's so cool to see the evolution of the firm and how people come in through the firm and move on, not in a bad way, but in a way that it helps you figure out who you are and who you want to be and build on that. And it's not just our clients. Like, our clients, obviously, they come in and they're at a really tough point and they don't quite know what's going to happen, but they're coming on the other side. I'm thinking of one client in particular. I won't name his name, even though he'd be fine if I did. He came in and he was in school and he was in this really rough situation. He was going to lose a professional license, everything he'd built and worked so hard on. And now he's gotten through all of the case. We were able to get everything off of his record. He's safe now. And he calls me up. He wanted to do an internship. He did an internship with us last year. Then he called me up later and he was like, oh, I'm working in this really high up government thing in Colorado. I'd like to get your input on this legislation.
Wow.
And it's just so cool to see, like with Asahi coming in as an intern and building her own firm, and then our client coming in as a criminal defendant and then getting to this high point in the government where he's making true impactful changes.
Yeah.
It really embodies what I was hoping to build here with Right Law Group, which is literally getting people on the right path. Doesn't matter who comes in, if they're a client, if they're a team member, whoever comes in, we're helping people build up to what they're wanting in life and get back on track for what they want.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could go on and on about the things that we did to build, but it really is cool seeing the evolution of both me and the people that have come in through our lives and in our firm, our clients and our team members. It's really cool. It really is. Yeah. And then, you know, people who are just moochers like Trip.
There we go.
Ride for the free snacks.
That's why I'm here. Just kidding.
The free snacks?
Yeah. So it doesn't look like we have that many of our team on here right now. We were a little late signing on, but if you guys do have your memories that you want, or your favorite things, if you want to comment on this, because later we're going to have a little celebration, a little party. You know, it's a big deal to make it 3 years. We're going to be uploading some photos and all that kind of stuff, and we can even upload little snippets of videos when everyone's actually here and stuff too. So,
and one of my favorite things to do, I am by no means an expert at any of this, but I like helping people who are starting out new, helping them launch firms or other companies. We have a friend of the firm who is launching a photography business, and I talk with them all the time. If anyone has questions about, you know, how do you build a firm, or how do you build a company from scratch, or how do you build it technologically? Number one, if you're on here, I'm happy to answer anything. But number two, I think that our firm is more than just a criminal defense law practice. It's this place for us to learn and to grow and to build. So if people have questions or want to get their company or their lives on the right path or on a different path, we're here to do that. It's not just to do criminal defense, which we do well, but it's to help people in any way we can. Chelsea, we do that well.
We do that very well. So if you guys want to reach out on here or, on our website, on our email, anything like that, but we definitely have Facebook running and stuff, so if you want to shoot your messages on this live or through the actual direct message, anything.
Or if you want to stop by, we have a party going on today.
There we go. So
anyone in the Colorado area, we're doing a 3-year anniversary party. Just stopping by if you want to grab some food, meet some more of our team members. They'll be coming in or phoning in.
Starts at 4.
Starts at 4 at our northern location.
There we go. Because we have multiple, because we're doing so great.
Or we just got too big for our britches and couldn't fit the downtown
Hey, that's good
one.
too. That's good.
Awesome. Our address up here is 5030. It's a 5030 Boardwalk Drive. It's up off Garden of the Gods. So if you go Garden of the Gods and take a right on Centennial, we're up here on the 2nd floor. We'll be here from 4 to about 6. So people are welcome to stop in, meet the lovely ladies. Trip will actually be home, but you guys can come meet Trip any other time you'd like. We'd love to have people stop by.
Awesome, cool, So we'll talk to you guys soon, and look out for our pictures. Or come in the pictures too if you guys are coming on. Coming on over, but. Have a good Friday, and we'll see you guys next week for more case-based live. So.